Yes, you are most welcome to the Investigator TV Sports. Nino mukulu nengo obudoze.
Emirimu muna ejadde kyatubuza.
Ne batubuza sports mwakoma wa.
Abantu badde batukaba sports naye. Tugamba tukomyewo.
All right.
With more consistency, I think this time.
Okay, we anjule tutambuze.
Peter Charles Mutabazi ndio mjenyi. Unayabiza nnyo kitunzi. Tourist operator.
Okay.
Bintu bingi naye nga mwagazi wa mizannyo asukulumye mukko. Tena kusamba nako.
Ate kugusamba, yes.
Nagusamba. Nagusomera nako.
Semanyo talent ye yali ntono kubonge bwa
biseera ebyo tegwali mu sente twavaayo mangu.
Toga sawe no gweguli.
Sawa abana mapasi kwanza nasamba ne ba Henry Kalungi ba Hamza Semogerere ba Steven Isereko bali US abasinga I think. Ba pursuing anyo dream yompira.
Sali zali sente oba mwalimu ne nkokola.
Enkokola. I think during that time I think even the ambitions of the person as a whole. The love for the football was there. Nenga nga muzadde talabawo chulanga nga taku encouraging kati mutani wange nze mulemera ko mpaka asamba omupiira. By that time I think my parents bali batekamu kubanga olaba ne trips nga yasasula mama nga yagala omupiira mama nga yagala ddala omupiira nakata akyagwagala very much. He's an avid football fan. Sawa eno era ne bukiripu buno museno mumusindikira naye yali atekamu nnyo okulaba nti we travel kubanga wali ogenda nti tournament eringa maybe Nairobi nga basaba bazadde
yali n'okuteeka
of course wagende so abatalina opportunity ey'okusasula sente ezo tobagendanga despite the talent ontegedde so wetwatukate mu under 18s ogenda kuvira kusakwanze nasambirako Sevilla under 18s mugendo traininga yalina okutransportinga
then mwali ne baani kati sawe na bakyalimu
twalina Steven Bengo yaguvaako I think twalina Kamya naye ya pursuing studies more Chiza wali omulezi muvuka wa mitanga Chiza naye mulungi nnyo is very good midfielder yarwale VV
Nsumba
then Augustine Nsumba then Sijali abana je bali abali good naye most of them didn't even make the national team because there was no ambition tewali wachintu kyebasikiriza nyote ate batunula nyanga nyo the haves and have nots ne batabatunulira nyo of which the have nots haves bali tebali nyo mupiira that time so nkugameze generational talent aliwo that time teliwo nakati there was a lot of talent way back a lot of bango mpira bagu pushing anyo ku grassroots level otegede that time twaina ewabu coach Butindo ngova mu under 12 ewabu Butindo wali kuchagwe road straight away ngo friends of football oli wa Gundi Edgar Watson friends of football nogende wa Butindo coach Butindo era friends of football ogenda okuva ogenda Kibuli bakuwadde scholarship obosasula ko kahafu that is pushing football ogenda tuka mu senior 4 under 18 osamba kugwanga ogenda tuka mu senior 5 so there was a lot of
oyegedde ku under 18 lwakuba ennaku zino mpulira mbu waliwo under 19 oba under 20 nga yamaze ne ku university nogamba yasoma atyo
bilimu kunyigamu gundi naye but I think the generational talent of that time was immense chenso kubanga nze nina abantu benalaba nga basamba nga nange mbegomba ate nga bali mu group yaffe kati walo mule Hamza Semogerere bawa mulabako yasamyako ne express that boy Hamza Semogerere twesange Kawempe Muslim senior 5 mpira gwange actually nze na losing interest Kawempe Muslim I think when I left Kibuli nengende Kawempe sagusamba nnyo but we had the boy called Hamza Semogerere he was bamitangana little Messi by that time nga ina left foot na ye mwana oyo mpira actually is a graphics designer ne wana Joey was Stanley by the way I've seen him like twice atero kujana ali okaomo nenga aina talent Hamza Semogerere oyo mwana nenga aina problem ye VV kata amana walo no mulaba mita Sijali yali mulugwala nenga yava ku standard high twesinkana nga kwanda 18s nenga alina talented mukwata mid nga is a very good midfielder ne vivi ne limulemesa kati ne medication eyo giraba nti olwale vivi kirabu tegenda
kujanja into the real thing so ye chale businessman former footballer kati awutwa tukita ex international
kati eramba wakati mane itachi
but a former footballer
former footballer
that is the prince of journalism, the man from the mineral rich
nena obuzo badonga mamuze nena
omulabi wa
investigator yakununa nyo mu politics mbalaba juzi mwali kugundi muhozi ne mbalaba ngamba basajja banga musajja muhozi kati CDF luli twamwogera nti ajja tutase n'atutasa ayesho yafu bagiraba
tutasa era ndowooza ne kulunera tumusabe
kuno twagala kujja tumuwa oluwombo ajje wano ngakogera fa abageno muwa oluwombo ajje tumukuliseyo kubajje.
Yes, this sports program tujita Yaya Extra Sports Luwombo, proudly sponsored by Yaya Extra Residence. Era buli kutuukako omanya nti Yaya yataddemu akasimbi for kusobola
nera ki tujja kuyisanga wone bukiripu bw'empombo ndowooza kubanga bombo zino tuzogerako tebaziraba tujja kuyisanga ku internet ku YouTube channel wali ku YouTube channel ndesti munda kikanga biro yisawo kawombo awo ne bakalaba
akawone
kubanga amazi bagalaba juice baziraba ne akawombo tukogerako tebakalaba.
Yes, so wano mu Yaya Extra Residence osobola okusanga ka juice kamulondo kazi empombo ezenjawulo kusinzira ku your taste and preference zonna 01 purely organic temuli buto temuli ki here at Yaya Extra Residence.
Abalwadde tubajjanjaba bulungi nnyo ku Yaya nina omulwadde gwenjanjabye ku Yaya wano muli muhima wano wakola order
nga nnyweddeko kantu kange
coming down enzymes
I know. All right, so tujja kuddamu kuddayo waliwe tubadde tuli nti omupiira then gwali teguli mu kasente sawa tulaba kutandisa okujjamu akasente kubadde enkokola mweziri like let's to ndowooza omulabe waffe tumutambuze ku trend y'omupiira, how football has evolved in Uganda to where we are today.
Football in Uganda has actually stagnated. Yeah, they were in Chiraba because omupiira gwaffe ogwedda nga bwe nkugambye it was more of grassroots level. Talent yaviranga ddala eno wansi ng'omwana mugenda okutuuka ku under 18s ninga mula abantu n'omwana alisamba omupiira naye kimanyi nti ennaku zino omwana teteri muntu agenda ku national team yasamira ku under 18s batono ogenda nga talent oba abantu batuuse ku semi-final under 18s ne babula togenda bawulira nti basambidde national team.
Yes, that's a very big challenge.
Of which it's, by the way, it is very dangerous because if you see the footballing nations eziriwo zina amaanyi England what omwana then actually ne coach olumu abanga area senior erwaziza asikamu under 18s they almost at the same level. Omupiira ogwedda kugamba nti omwana alina okusamba omupiira nga ali 23 22 kati omwana ajja 17 years nakuba Kobe Maino omulaba Manu basaka engeri gye bajja mu mupiira you know there are so many nations
ba Messi
genda mu nsi endala kati waliwo that Cape Verde African Cup of Nations wagira eyawedde yalina blend ya youth ne old
performance era wagira ba just because they have
grassroots.
Yes.
But bazeno bazimba zikomoros katazo zitandise komoros juzi yatukolemera golonya nengolaba
friendly.
Yes, but it's a grassroots team. They have been building, you understand. So umpira trendy yedda masomero gachi education was pushing football education because most of the schools those days ngobo manyo mupira bagenda kuwa scholarship. There was a lot of encouragement ku district kwenyini edda nga balina talent search. I remember back then in the district nga buli mwezi batekawo gala z'emipiira nga banoonya abamanyi kunonya talent.
Yes.
You understand? Of which nga bakola district team. Wama wina district team
sisovera
nawe tomanyi nange kabali tewakyali nenge kabali twaberanga district team nga bavuganengana n'ekisolo ne basamba ne bagenda mu byalo ne basamba, but now it's not there anymore. That was all talent.
Was where we lost it nti ba administrators bali more of central.
And there's a big gap. There's a big gap between this side and that side.
And that side. Katinola bila dalanti there is ngawogambi that whole big gap. Chizibu nyo kufuna coordinating okuva ku national okoda ku district oba even down to
you're
the
not
villages.
toina kubera ka mulungi omu. You see that is the problem. If you're a commissioner of let's say football obanga Moses Magogo ngawe tumulaba toina kubera mulungi omu nga buli kimu gwakikola. You can put a representative. The money is there. We cannot keep on saying to Wali Sente. Sente we kati. FIFA. Sports budget we kata Minister of Education. She's approachable, I think, to give you money if you have a structure. The problem, the structure that is there is only for the big ones. Sente zibatukirako tezina kusasanyibwa wansi. Bazikomao, bazigenda ku account, bazigenda awo nezibulangatanya. Of which, if you had a person in Mbarara, obanga government, Western region, tuli Mbarara. Western region egena covering Ntunga mo Kabale Kisolo. Then ogambe Southwest to take a 40. Covering Kasese, Busongola, Fort Poto itself, Nechenjojo. Then o take Mbale, covering Eastern, Nisoroti Wawa, Jinja covering Mid Eastern. Wabirewo Gundi, Central Committee.
Wamuvira mu those
talent things. Muteke mipira abana mutemubarwe ngato. Sponsorships are there. They are only looking for people to sponsor. Edda abantu bali Adidas zasulanga emipira wano nezirete emipira role emipira nezituwa engato nezisula ne batuwa no yambala engato no fitting no teka wali ngato kutuka no omulala na fitting. So that is what was happening. You understand? Nowadays, because there is no structure, bana abantu bana ba sponsoring bagale kiriwo.
Yes, they also need numbers.
Yeah, they also need numbers. You know what?
Message yawe inokola ki.
You know pushing. Nekati gwe Magogo oli awo go sababu kusabi government sent ne FIFA nichi. But there are so many people who are willing to put money into the sports. By investors ibano laba Museveni wateka weteka nti investor ngatona investing akabali. Soko kula nyi kabali mu sports. Kwata over 10% of your profits oziteke mu sports. That is enough. What again? Ahizo government go invest yagala kuzimba fish factory, let's say in your side of Gulu of Mbali, sorry Jinja. What okay Jinja about government? 5% of whatever you get put back into the community. Chibere teka.
And the community means the sports.
Sports. Zimba akasawe, oba zimba akapuru, kaswimming pool, oba swimmers bafune, oba zimba aka basketball court.
Oh, you get the kuchisawe.
Kati bisawe tebichali bisawe babikola muzi yake.
Twaza nyiranga wano gundi ndowoza nawe wano erugogo. Waliwo bisawe nga munana.
Ate bichali
nekatu basigala ki gundi.
Kati balinda David waje bateke mu show. Zibagale
zafu ka bondi za moto.
Za kati bondi za moto. Ugambe byafe sports ba muvako. Yeah. So that is what has happened now.
All right. Program eno lero tujja kwogerako ku the national teams, the delegation that has been in Ghana last week. To all of your performance, Tayaba Dembi, because 12 4 gold, 6 silver, and 10 bronze medals. That is overall 20 medals.
Yep.
Out of 40 plus teams or nations that participated, yes. Isn't that a very good performance? Where, if not a good performance, where can we improve? What can we do?
Let's say it was a fairly good performance.
Yes.
Let's not get overhead of ourselves. The government was a good performance. I think improvement. Katolaba abana bano. Weba komao is the question. You see.
Yes.
The performance is good, but how do you keep these kids motivated to do better? Tugenda ne tubaleta wano ne bali omuchere ne bagenda ba Museveni simanyi bichi ne babulirawo.
Awulidde buli medal erina sente ze fetchinga kusinzira ku reward scheme ya
zili gazette dibazifuna abana nga bakabye sente abo ne Museveni
yenyine mu mateeka bali suppose wezifuna
nenga zibatuuka
that bureaucracy yawo zivo wano zigende kwa account ya National Council.
Museveni His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, sorry okumuvura ne Museveni, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni waba yagala ebintu by'omuzannyo atekewo nga wateka oversight committee ya corruption article oversight committee ya education article oversight committee ya sports purely a committee independent, not governed by FUFA, not governed by National Council of Sports, but purely by his mandate. Nga olaba nakalema wa atade ku
international reporting directly
wa Museveni because now babera nyuto. These problems etukaba medals teziriwo sente sazifunye motoka je wampereza te yatuka je wansubiza tejeraba, those are the people supposed to handle it. You get that will go by far to improve. Atene yo committee nga yegamba Museveni ku what can solo no muandikira notes how the president can counteract the problems that are happening or how we can improve on the sport structure. While those ones are fighting for money and fighting for ebiti bwana bichi banonga bakola omulimu gwabali gwabade balina okukola. That is how things work by the way these days. Unisijo tuka mukati politicians babera busy nnyo mu kubikaringa. So they create those committees for a purpose of being busy, to concentrate on the work these people would have concentrated on. You understand? Kati magogo wabera busy nga ali mu byobufumbo ali muchi nga ono.
Basically is too busy for sports.
It's too busy. You can't just, you are an MP, you are
a husband,
speaker, you are, because speaker kwetaga. Naye mukyala kwetaga okugenda ku mikolo traveling so ebintu ebyo oversight committee yandiyambye Museveni mwami mukulu our president okumanya nti kino kisobola okukola ki okubeerawo kino kisobola okukwata bwekiti n'okuloopa emisango wemanyi n'omusango wengutwalira magogo tegujja tuuka wengutwalira National Council of Sport niwe ngutwalira oversight committee
kutwalidde magogo nga guloopa ye
bunatuuka so ogutwalira oversight committee kuwuliriza weziri kuliko ya lands tuine ya corruption tuine ya investment tuine ya intelligence. Why not for sports if we want it to grow? So the president can have first-hand information on what the problems of sports together costing African Cup of Nations. He should be up to date. Nyenga Museveni owa Ivory Coast wa mulaba
buku miyenga lyabula kulule bajjanga ne batugamba like nga batuwa weekly
kati bali mukulya ali mu planning budget bali mukunonya sente bali mu planning kulya mangozi billions. That is a problem. There is even no campaign to take abantu mu bugumeri African Cup of Nations. Have you had any campaign? Chagwa right now simanyi companies ndoza balinda nga MTN ekibake balinda ki now, but the government should and the Ministry of Sport should be putting galas in different villages. Yani bali kati elimu elikabale yo batadeozi bana batadeozi bu tournament pre African Cup of Nations awangula abajja mutu alasimanyi kulaba mupira guno incentives, but they lack the ideas anyway. You get
Mutimu zinezabade Ghana. We saw our brothers and sisters from the rugby sevens. Rugby sevens, yawangu the gold.
Nakugamba rugby is the fastest growing, most organized sport in Uganda.
Sevens, ne wawangula gold yabachala.
Nakugamba wano twali wano the last time. Rugby is the most organized sport in the country, and with little resources, by the way. With little resources, but it's very organized. They take care of their players. Clubs wozirabe zina amanyi.
They give them contracts.
You give them contracts. They are well paid. They are well fed. They are well looked after. Everything in rugby, by the way, is nzisini fani wa rugby. Nengende obugenzi kunywa kanairo. Neno olabanga bantu bekuba. But the atmosphere is amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. Which is what I'm seeing in local sport right now. Yomupira. Abantu batandise okulaba omupira. Ndegede. Na club zino zitandise okubeera nga ziteka obuntu obusikiriza. Akasawe kabamu ku nyama. Wera mu kabia. So people go to it's becoming like a chill out. Ndegede bachiringa. Oba ku Saturday to inabya kologa makangene labira kapira. Ndabe Vipers ne buchupa bwange bubu malenge nde camp mule. So it's bringing the love back. But rugby has been doing it for a very long time. Rugby sebo basasula mutwalo kuyingira omupira go rugby. Nayo sanga ku getting a tabeli wali. You get? So I'm not surprised about that. Then I chogede with some friends the other day. Ngatogera ku rugby
their performance.
I'm not surprised. They have been in a growth mode for the past like 6 years. I think that tubaona airtime. Ochimanyi nditi rugby tofuna na airtime
performance ya rugby teams bagenda mu Olympics bakola bulungi bagenda mu
rugby 7 zizine zaba 7
babadde bakola bulungi. They are the African champions.
Yes, I think something like that. Tubawa airtime tubula tubiyerabira.
We qualified for the World Cup. You know, labira dalanti
nangameze ojugende yo Chadondo get time
Chadondo awo na walinganya
basikulya gundi
wange naye
singa sikulya gundi genda wo kulaba ku rugby as a sports journalist omanyi twagala nnyo mupira ne twera bantu walo sports center
tenga uko
twagala nnyo mupira ne twera bantu the other sports ochegede that are actually flourishing in the country kataba mupira aba athletics wawangula rugby is there, they do well.
Little resources, good performance.
How? Why?
Excellence.
Should football pick a leaf? Don't you think football should pick a leaf from rugby?
But as an interest, even then.
Sponsors are happier sponsoring rugby than sponsoring football.
Yes, Sonzijoki's are sponsors. They are
because there is return.
They are sponsor last evening. Velocity by Chanja. The teams, consider performance, bully team yafunye ya receiving 50 million. Bully team. So that was 100 million.
So you see
from the sponsor.
So you see. Incentives.
Yes.
Ne amupira teguli organized enough for sponsors to come and give them money. And then sponsors nabo tebagala take a cent we batalaba. Because bamanyi teziginzo butatu kambazanyi. Rugby center abana ba rugby bevuga omwana abavuga kusawa walinga yingire motoka. You get?
Kitale mupira. Atandika kusala bikubo.
Usawe kubanga. No kubanja. Bakubati bakusasudde toyina transport biki.
Ate no banja magogo nayimirira nagamba mutubanja kinga you played shot the football.
Exactly. So don't be surprised with rugby.
All right. Talking about football, this weekend tulinayo empira. But what surprises me this season, tewakyali nti arrogance ya clubs nti I am Vipers, I am KCCA, asimanya I'm what. Sawa eno botunulira abali waggulu ku table. Waliwo Bull, ndoza ne Kitala. Bull nani?
Tebe imiridate ya.
Tebo Bull yali waggulu then nokuddako Kitala bano bawulira ba Vipers KCCA bali eno batandikira kwesonsula mu kyakutaano balinga Man U kyakutaano
baleeta mu bakocha abazungu.
So kikyuse ennyo clubs kikyeze ziyiga nti ne club ento nesobola competing at that level.
Olaba financial muscle is what these people are using okubera nga ba dominating omupira. There's not much nti baadde basamba omupira mulungi. Timu webeina baadde bapickinga mu timu zino enafu ne bakola timu ez'amaanyi which is not happening anymore. Omuntu avamu asigala mu timu naku zino aba club it's not really abana tebakyatambula kuva mu timu ya wange eri watuukayo oluusi tebamusasula bulungi tali star player notabeera star notafiti eno jjukira abeera star w'amaanyi watuuka muwagizi bamusitula alimu bamulaba w'amaanyi watuuka eri mu Vipers tebagikuwa you know there is a lot of tinkering bakocha abazungu kansooka embeera bandabe oluusi n'agenda ne ku under 18s oba n'agenda wa so there is that and now the teams are flourishing. Ntegede. Ate ne bano batimba timu zone zaleta abazungu zikola bubi. Vipers yaleta omuzungu. Seka ya mugobye no mugobye.
Yabadde ko successful no muzungu wana. Twalaba KCCA.
Ngozi Milasovic wabitanga nani?
KCCA yaleta omuzungu najja ne assistant we after 3 months.
Ezo sente zibasasula abazungu. Kwata kwa akili half. Ozumu na Uganda as train. What is the issue of these things of bazungu being the coaches of Uganda local teams? Quite a co half. What do you make Mutebi? The guy has been successful.
That's a new the URA. Vacancies Gondi. David Oboa as their head coach. Yes, and you know, yabagamba nga yakatuuka nti thank you for the appointment but you will give me time. I have a philosophy gyenjagala okuteeka mu club. Sawa ya leero bw'otunulira URA engezanya. It's a whole total kind of game. Kawoomwe kali ye tarushinga for results. Sokola bulungi.
And in the time, yakusaba time. Kubanga omuntu, because he has the credibility.
Yes.
Musajja agenze nafuna coaching badges for about 6 years. Musajja badaswa again South Africa nasoma, and again Scotland nasoma. So you can, the credibility is there. You give him time. Kubanga tedi chindu, Rome was not built in a day.
No.
Every team needs to build. URA yali ekola KCCA jinabedda nga some Mike Montebi, mfira Jennifer Musisi. It also needed some time. We are quite dominating. It even did well on the African continent. So now URA has the money. You understand? So now Obua, we have more time Nazimba Chayagala and those resources that URA has. I'm sure URA will become dominant in the next 2 years. Ngaticho Araji Sobola, Jacoba dominant. The thing is this, Ugandan teams, it is Sitmairo Achi, African continent, Tezikola Bulunji. Chizibu. Kubanga ba coach ba African continent on another level. So wetufuna obu omuntu alina credibility bwetu. You will do well on the African continent.
So Obua to Florenti ayinza okubeera
aja coaching a national team Obua nzeda kugamba. He will at one point. Aja coaching a national team ya Obua. Amanyo mupiira yaragusamba yaragumanyi. Amanyi culture ya yafe abazanya abamanyi bamu respectinga. He's one of the most the people that has achieved a lot for Uganda as a footballer. So there is that respect. Asambi de mubweru mu bazungu bachi telicho mugamba and he has played against good players in his career. So he has all kugamba aina buli bridge yoneyo ku bridge buli gap yoneyo ku bridging through his intelligence and his experience. Chegede. So wano mu URA alinga ali mukufuna experience. Wafuna experience na neke nyini chemanyi tanaba kumanya ba philosophy yewe okola.
Obe ne kola.
Newe mano kwata bati bo. He will be successful. National team coach at whatever time, I don't know when, if God gives him life and gives us life to Jamuna Banga coaching a national team as a full coach.
Tuyimire wano ku investigate chirangiri.
Echo chirangiri de ku investigator. David Obua ali to coaching ko. And he will be successful as our national team coach.
This then takes us to, there was a campaign you're instilling the same belief in our local coaches, instilling mu FUFA. Because every time we have wanted a national team coach,
FUFA structure is makuru. We need new blood in FUFA. Magogo, yes, Sibungama Timubi has achieved something. Sakoze Naekati, really, we need new blood. I don't think Magogo Achimani, I don't know why he insists on being there, really. Because Wachiba Chasente Katimugaga. You understand? Yeah, he must be a very rich man. Yeah. So Kati Chasente waba agalo mupira. Areke wabero transition ya bavubuka. You see, Babavuka Bagazako taking over by force, which was wrong. They had a plan, yes, but they should have not brought it like that. Magogo. Nay, they had a plan. Magogo Ekenyini Chari Kokati. He cannot help this country. Yes, African Cup of Nations is a newe gwa. Tubade to Musala.
Now we are defending his position in Wachachali for president. Yet standing in mu politics. You know, abantu bagamba okoze lwakitovu awo yinzo okono nabyo okoze, but for us in football that's not the way we do. It's about structures. Kati we vausawe ngasire se omuntu simanyi sikoze eki. You know, nolabira dala reasoning eri lame.
Very kati chembuza. Magogo before him there was no FUFA.
There was
a FUFA. We are there. What are you talking about?
And actually Uganda yali badeko number 2 mu Africa in the 78.
Kati chembuza ye wabatali wo FUFA tejja kubeera wo. He thinks he's FUFA.
Bantu babera n'endowooza zaabwe.
Endowooza ya mululu. and bitibwa balina bimumala first speaker simanyi Salongo simanyi MP, you know, probably even if he leaves FUFA he could be a minister of sports, and I think he would do well as the minister of sports. Simanyi na chie sibina mu FUFA Magogo Singa ava mu FUFA nagenda kuba sports minister. I'm thinking he would even be more useful there, because there is an array of money that he can help instill into this what kwa kati sports minister aliwo omulabira ddala, you know,
Honorable Peter
Ogwanga.
But I think he's aggressive also.
Oh yeah.
There are
all those are armchair people. Sports setaga muntu wa armchair. Gwala sports minister Rwanda mmanyi oyo mchala. Tabera mu office, abera mu arena, moving all over the country looking for talent, attending sports events. Or sports minister wa muda koti agenze
technical director.
Abera technical director, because the sports minister you're supposed to be a sports person.
Sports person.
You understand? You're supposed to be putting on canvas shoes ngoli kabale, oli kulaba biche bigera mipira abantu bekabale bayine mipira. You know, amasomero gakola gawa schools pushing sports. Have you done even a school tour?
Press briefing.
No suit no bera onogama nti we are doing this and what are you doing? Eh? Olaba minister wa tourism ono. Bamitani. That man is very impressive. He has taken tourism to another level just because he does not sit in office. Binduka he's hands-on. He's a minister for tourism. Why are you in office doing what? Tambula. Abena muziru enzoli wuyo ali muzi Miss Uganda wuyo ali wansi musanga wansi emiti ali mukulinya zi cliff.
So by virtue of being a minister for tourism, he's a tourist himself.
He is the #1 tourist attraction of the country. You cannot be a minister for tourism, an activity ministry, and then you say people find you in office to do what? Hotels are available, meetings are pararoji.
I know that it's a culture in Uganda. Osanga.
It has to.
Osanga Minister of Agriculture. Nga tamanine bakwata nkumbi. Tagenda ngako mu field, tala ngako mu chere nti.
Chovala abonogo bawa Minister of Agriculture kana kasajja.
They are hotel ministers.
That one is a very good Minister of Agriculture kubanga ayagala nyente era yambi agriculture atambula. Ne Bright Ramirama, by the way, is a very good minister. So those are the things we're talking about. Category Minister was sports. State Minister for sports. Tainant education, tainant what? You have one role, by the way. Sports. But you have whatever mekonga atenize loko sport ne muntu ali mupira guno egwanga. Mtatu democracy versus
Alabe kunyonyinga agenda kwa team ngaziza nyawe.
Bibya yagala. Uganda libweru pa DM. Nita ina structure until he has not even done a country tour to assess the stadiums that we have. He has not done a country tour to assess how schools are promoting sports. How do we know that schools are promoting sports anymore? What are the incentives schools are giving? Schools are charging 4 million for school fees. If a person is talented, is there a way you can reduce on the amount of school fees?
Are there not scholarships?
Are there not scholarships for sports? What is the government doing for sports people? Mwana asamba under 17 asambye bulungi avudeyo. Lwaki tomuwa scholarship nagende Scotland nabeereyo? While he's playing for the university, he's pursuing his soccer eh?
But before we blame the minister or government, there was that waliwo ekyatukanga kiringa design or fashion. Wemba I have a talent, I do not have to go to school. Where in schools where scholarships are supposed to be. Umane bamuwa scholarship nainga ye alabira ddala nti yengenda kola.
Okimanyi Uganda nga yo teina sports facility promoting a talent. So as a sports minister and you say and you actually ne Museveni tasona sichiwanta aba sports minister Museveni aba meeting kubanga baraba tabayina na chema muyamba
alina cabinet minister sports and education customer meeting ngoyo kati.
No, by the way, presidents abalana if you see presidents who are interested in sports bakagame sports minister we babirawo nga his hands on bayimirira
na nentebe ye
mu bisawe ne ku meeting aba meeting akagama avuge motoka nagena nalaba abana ba practicing just a practice match to see how far the sports minister is doing, because she has invited the president. kali sports minta toina na plan unaita president ajakole chi singo badozimba sports facility sabe bilioni 5 basi baba wa investor amataka simanyizi za nizi wazi wa tukuwade wabwere
au bamago because the Rwanda wano kumpi our neighbors bali badde bakurosinga mangu ne bagenda ba benchmarking from where
they cannot pride ne kati amataka gabagaba simanyizi najera simanyizi awa wachitoga tufunitaka oba acres 5 no zimbo facility liko basketball eliko swimming pool eliko court ya rugby ne training ground no jiteka onga ya community
ebyo bijja National Council of Sports in the arena.
That is an arena. This should be in districts. Chentu chango swimming pool costing a centimeter about 50 million. Ni watu swimming pool si no yoga amanti Olympic size
50 million, that is 10 times mpuga za 500 million.
Exactly.
10 times ngo
noteka waka sawe abana ko basobola okuteka abantu bali mbuzimba kati bali mbukola musiri tona babusawa ibutafu
beautiful
15 buteka ugenda wose people are making money out of it, but why isn't the government doing such? Ega matikateka bali kantekeyo katafu abana baberenga bazanya talent amasomero gagagala practice wabana bagala practice baberawo ombatero floodlight I leave it for the district to manage. Nintekene mbale ntekene kabali ntekene why not? If an individual can notice that this thing is needed about muregulo bagende basambirewo not
so all that is lacking because we have
lame people who are
in wrong
suits,
offices.
yes, armchair leaders, that's what we call them. Tulawali na vera smart na itabanyo vision nga waliwo story
have done this
na bawaka kadao na kama please put me on the front page. Museveni wabera mu lwali mulandi kuruza yenga bamutwala walaba bali na
Minister of Sports baditadde na ku front page
gamba chai kabyakola kumbe down is there 0 degrees nothing.
Tamanina story we at the front page.
Tamanina story there is nothing.
All right. So in local football, our Uganda Premier League, it's called the Star Times Uganda Premier League. We will be having matches this weekend. Vera will be playing in Balala, that is tomorrow Saturday. URA will be playing Vipers Saturday. Bright Stars will be playing Gaddafi on Sunday. Being a Friday, there is a top of the table clash at Masindi Municipal Stadium. Wakatua Chitara, Bunyoro Chitara, ne Bull FC.
Gugenda kunyuma. Gugenda nyuma. Gugenda kunyuma. It's going to be a very interesting match. Yeah. In Bunyoro, they love football first of all. Ate bantu bayina kasente. Baya Banyoro bayina sente. They are liquid. Abanyoro, they are not lazy people. Ate ba masanyu. Bagala nye bintu ebasanyusa. So kyensuubira kati saawa eno bali mukunoonya ncha teri agenda kubeera ng'akola. Poza ab'emicomo n'ababbiya. Onegedde. So it's going to abakolesa ebyokukolesa mu kisaawa. Naye other than that, it's going to be a very spiced up match. Naye nze ndaba Kitara yinza ogukuba. Akuba tegujja kuba mugolo nyingi. Going to be a little bit of tactical.
You know, nina kintu kyengenze nga netegereza. Yes, omuntu omulala asobola okiyita nti that is just a minor issue. But ekintu kye bayita home advantage. Kyamaanyi nnyo. Kubanga they are intimidating.
Yes. Intimidating. Ate n'ekirala omupiira ogwo kyendaba, what I will say about it, both teams are in a good position. None of them will commit so much in attacking play. Bajja soka gubere tactical nnyo, bajjawo spaces, banonye spaces. A draw would do them good both because they are 1-2, right? Number 1 and number 2. So a draw would not hurt any of them much. So olaba nti bajja kuba ba playing okubeera nga securing because then maybe the second half but I'll go kusumuluka. But I don't think there will be many goals in that game. I'll be shocked. No. It might be a 1-0 to Chitara.
1-0 or 1-1.
No, 1-1. They were in Ngulaba.
Kali, that is sports at home. We are tulinya kunyonyi ticket.
Tugenze ke Bungereza.
Ticket, you have a visa? All right, tugende Bungereza. The English Premier League.
English Premier League. ono mind weekend etalimu Premier League ebeera boring zino weekend mbadde bored
nga tetulina Premier League
tewali Premier League obeera ng'omulwadde obeera ogamba okyusa channel tulane ku TV nokyusa channel zonna n'ozimalayo. By the way, I realized DSTV was very useless without Premier League. It is the most tusobola kulaba ku twena na channel ate katuni za abaana katuni zibulwamu ne Star Times ina katuni naye DSTV nga temuyina Premier League temusobola kulagana film enyuma nti omuntu agirabe tekuliko kinyuma yadde balaga film ze twala bedda. So without Premier League that ne TV ngone saa mukago ogivuddeko toyina kyakola ne lulingo laba highlights nokola ki noddamu emipiira ne kati tewali. So tugenze nnyonyi.
Arsenal is playing away to Man City.
That is the most anticipated match I think since since 1 month ago.
It's a game of the weekend.
And probably will define the season.
Exactly.
Physically
emerges win out of this.
Yes.
Abera nenkizo.
Arsenal bamukuba. Physically. Emotionally. Kijja mudda mejinga. Because emotionally ajja kumanya ntana tuka ku level ya Man City. Yes, we have beaten him before. But to beat a team at their home, I think a draw would even be good for us. Then muwagizi wa Arsenal abandaba. Bade sinetongola. Neka mbabulira amazima ndi muwagizi wa Arsenal. So omupiira guno nze singa tufuna mu draw. Kijja kuba kiya Arsenal ejja kuba egenda kuba buli bwasanze because it will be it's ne team ezitugeno samba ejja kuba zitutya.
Naye nga tetunagendeyo katusoke tulabe win probability. Wano kusinziira ku abatunulira ensonga abenjawulo bagamba Man City erina 50%.
Era tuli underdogs
win
now.
Probability.
We have not beaten Man City.
Is 25% and then the other 25% is for Arsenal to win.
Ati kati wakuwa 25% manyogena oli bulungi.
Injuries and suspensions. Akanji alina knock. De Bruyne talimu.
Ajja kubera fit oyo bamutereka muteresi nye mamanyi mugadira mumanyi. Oyo ajja gutandika. Batuwodisa.
Kyle Walker.
Ya mumma yali tagala bamutwale ku
tali aliko mu babagamba batali.
Probability.
Ku side ya Arsenal. Of course Timber yeyo tukimanyi nti atali yeyo. Nainga akoma omugwa akuna. Martinelli
is a doubt. I think he will not play.
Down.
I think he will not play.
Na ye
ajja kusamba bamu ateta ya chikolanga kakodyo bakolanga kakodyo alimo genda ku international
so tubasuubira
oyo wali Gabriel.
Okay. Yes omupiira
ateta yajo kunkuba first of all nga ye omanyi mutitizi nako zino omupiira gwa fetu gwangulya midfield ateta kuva we yatandika okuva Dubai oba ani amukubira simu namugamba taza Kai Havertz makati amusambisa nga center forward makati nateka mu Jorginho nani ne Muchere Rice wali mu maaso na Odegaard abeera asobola okutambula ochegede zogo mpira ateta waba mugezi nje kankusomere line up yange ya Saturday ate mu goal David Raya, number 2 Ben White, number 3 Kiwol, kale bakufunga we badde Saliba Gabriel makati Rice Jorginho abatali fit tandikisa party ontegede Odegaard Saka Kai Havertz because buli wosambisa Jorginho Rice no muteka mu maso kuba Rice wosambisa Jorginho Rice abera ko wali mu maso katono that even pushes Odegaard more ahead to support the striker. That means we create an overload in the box. Tuwera ne runners. Kubanga engineer Rice nene asobola kusamanga box to box midfielder. You understand? So it is a better attacking way. We tugenda defensive ku Man City agenda tukuba itu. Kubanga we shall not dominate the ball. We are used to dominating the ball. I don't think we shall dominate the ball. Tosobola kugenda ku itadi ngo yagala ku dominating amupira. Okupossessing omupira.
Now, from the results, Arsenal there's a posting. elaga that level of confidence Jerina at this point in time.
Mutya oli mutya.
Yes, siganye uya. Anyway, but then question siri wa Arsenal. Siganye Arsenal egenda kuzanya away wa Man City. Ne confidence jeze elaga ete batano meka, you know. Techirina chekikasoka mu kampi ya Man City. Ne Man City nteba yayo badesi yeri teri nungi babadde bajja bakurolinga.
Their defense has been bad. Their defense has been, but Man City remains Man City. It has not lost a home game since Obawen. Those stats, you don't underestimate those stats. They have the mentality of the champion. They have the team. Rodri. I think Rodri is the most important person of that team. But De Bruyne tebaina makulu. They are cog. Ebintu byonna bitandikira mu engineer Rodri. That is why we are different with Rice. Ola twagula Rice. But Rice oboguzenga abazanyi bana because engineer eyamaanyi ate ne intelligence eyamaanyi. Kati Rodri naye alimu abazanyi aba. Without Rodri, Man City is nothing. He breaks up play. He reads the game. He puts the passes forward.
Yes.
Kwegamba he's Alinga Jorginho and Rice combined. Rodri, I think he's the best defensive midfielder in the Premier, even in the world right now. Kubanga nze narabako Busquets. Umutegere Busquets. Narabako Patrick Vieira. Narabako Bamakerere. Narabako N'Golo Kante. By the way, when you bring N'Golo Kante, waliwo ba Michael Essien. So oyo mugayi ndoza you're studying all. He's tall, he's physical. He's intelligent. He can break a pass. He can shoot. Scoring any crucial goals, by the way, your guy. You understand? Nadi na mane Spain Brazil juzi. Bagena ne mamujamu mupira ogo. No labanga. There is a gap. Kubanga bridging a gap. Beba Toni Kroos. You understand? People who read the game who understand the game on a very different level from everyone. Wala Toni Kroos yaze kumpira kwa Germany team nefuke ya manyi. Just because they were lacking that person that can glue the team together. So without Rodri, the team is done. Now for Twina Rice, now for Jamu Rice, team eberachi. Ebera done. So Chengamba omupira gwa feugo. Ne Man City. Atete yagendo soko gutukuba. Gwabanga yagendo gutukuba. His selection will determine what we can do. Castana atitira nagamba nti Gabriel agutandike Jesus. Aze Kai Havertz amusambise ne Rice Makati. Rice tuli bakube. I know sticking up kucha Kai Havertz okubera ku center forward. A trusting Jorginho. Jorginho is a good player. He has come in big games at Yamo gwa Liverpool yagukuba. Poto yatuwa stability. Emipira jize julanga Jorginho is stability because he's the only person that can do what Partey can do. You understand? That is pick a pass. He unlocks defense. Why would defense has been tight? Because go mentally intelligent. Then can also give freedom Rice at Ambly.
Going into this weekend, to have a Saturday 30th match, there will be Newcastle, West Ham, Bournemouth, Everton, Chelsea, Burnley, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Fulham, Tottenham, Luton, Aston Villa, Wolves, Brentford, Man U. Then on Sunday, that's where you will see your Arsenal playing Man City. But on the same Sunday, there is Liverpool, Brighton. It's also a game that really determines.
Yeah, but Brighton has no capacity to beat Liverpool anymore.
So
Brighton every week, you know.
Paul, yeah.
Baji Jama, but really Jamukuba. Liverpool is good going forward. Salah is back. Nunes aliku form. Good wakuwa mugolo nyinji, of course, because Brighton would want to attack. They
take a lot of confidence.
It will concede. Liverpool will concede. Kuwanga na yo enaku zino defense ya iteba dinu njijo. But Liverpool, I think, is one team that is good. Kuwanga ulaba ba Endo, ba Sabozai, ya inawa gureni bachi. And he has many injuries. And ulaba maintains okubera kwa guru nafe. Brighton take a chance. I don't think it has a chance.
In October, what the predictions? Newcastle, West Ham.
Newcastle, West Ham, mugo mpira guli mugolo goal ne over. Could be 2-1 to Newcastle. because Newcastle at home is a different eyo James Parker tebagigenda keyo si nyangu ate West Ham naye badde conceding anyo, but since they have Paqueta back I think they will grab a goal. Ne Kudus ali kuform, so it might be an over.
Bournemouth echaza Everton.
Oh, Bournemouth agenda kuba Everton nga wayagala. Bournemouth is good.
But then ndabyo
ate ina motivation
Everton ogojjayo.
Motivation Everton teina ina inza nokubeera relegated.
Chelsea playing Burnley. Chelsea at home. Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace.
Goal. Nottingham Forest could clinch it.
Tananda.
Jamukuba. Nottingham Forest aizo gukuba.
Sheffield United
Fulham away. Eriko away. Fulham Jamukuba.
Fulham away. Tottenham Luton.
Over. Tottenham win and Luton over. Tottenham win and over. Spurs, Luton tasola kuba Spurs, but Luton is a good team going forward. They table the game almost. So ija kuteba muka goal.
Aston Villa Wolves.
Mpira njagala gulaba. Ngenda gulaba. It's at 8:30. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I watch it. It's going to be one of the most interesting games.
This weekend.
Gwe mpira gwa Saturday. Aston Villa Wolves. Aston Villa yagala kyakuna, Wolves naye yagala kyakuna. Naye asobola okituukako because it's not far away. Alinga mu kya mukaaga musanvu, of which he wins that game about reducing the points. Aston Villa naye yetaaga complicated, and Aston Villa is at home, but I would give Aston Villa the game.
Man U is playing away at Brentford.
Brentford is off form, but also Brentford is not a team that you just come and attack at home. By name, some injured players are back, so I would say goal. Maybe a draw to Man U, X2. If not a win, a draw. But an over also.
All right, so Premiership yakomyewo era jaku buli omu jakufuna obudde iteko mu kibanda obobereke wo mu diro obobereko wa olabe action packed weekend of football, English Premier League. Sibula batulaba tuve wano. Subira akadde keko.
Yeah. So abalabi baffe bulungi tukomyewo. Tuve musobo mutusonyiwe muko engeri gye tumaze banga
tubaddemu.
Olusi tubeera busy.
Naye nga tekitegeeza nti tubadde tetuli yampombo.
Bale tuli empombo.
Tubadde tuzirya.
Maliza kwebaza sponsor waffe omutuukirivu. Stanley.
Okubeerawo shweno.
Ate tugenda kwongeramu ebisoko tujja kwebrandinga tukole ki. With time, I think this time we are more serious than we used to be.
Yeah, sure.
So we are going to push it further to more engaging. Musolo tuwa ku reaction zammwe. Namwe mutugamba wetumwagala tukyuseemu. So mwebade, I think yaya extra abatuwa ebyokunywa n'ebyokulya. Ate mujjenga wane Kulambiro Road.
Yes, Kulambiro Ring Road.
Yeah, Kulambiro Ring Road. Available 24 hours.
24/7.
24/7? Is the food available 24 hours? 24 hours. Emere baawo. Shika ne kusaba mwenda wano oba ova wano.
Kusaba mwenda to.
Oba ova mu gundi.
Ova kololo.
Funa ekyenda wano ekiri boil.
Ate wali easily accessed.
Yeah, so by the roadside.
Yeah.
Ne mu Google Maps mweri. So
yes, abanga oba olina abalwadde oba oli ku kitanda oba yadde toli mulwadde naye ng'oyagala okuliira ewaka okuba akasoma.
Ne ka delivery tukayina pitches.
Yes, waliwo delivery omwana n'akutuusiza oluwombo nga lwokya. Juice awooma mulondo. Passion. Watermelon.
Mulimu n'entangawuzi.
Yes, ginger.
Wow.
Actually, asobola mix abana ne bakumixingira wana either ginger and mulondo.
No kanywa.
Yes. Very, very healthy juices. The Investigator TV Sports Yaya Extra Residence Sports Ruwombo. Atakumira mpera abatukumire. Until then, mweraba.